So, I've got a knife. Oh, I could stab you. Because the knife seems to call for something. But you say, James, I can't untie this, can you help me? And I say, yeah, I have my knife, I cut it for you. So the situation calls forth the activity. And so the activity is in harmony with the situation. It's arising in the in-between, it's part of the co-emergence. But if the knife arises for me, and I'm walking around and I want to stab someone, then you do that. In London, unfortunately, we have a terrible storm of knife crime in young people. In my local parks, a child of 14 was stabbed to death about 3 weeks ago. It's very, very common in London for children to carry knives, kitchen knives, very, very sharp kitchen knives. And they just stab strangers, or someone looks at them in the other way. When I was a kid in Glasgow, it was, oh, you're looking at me? What are you fucking looking at me for, you bastard? Saying that to a stranger, but there's this sensitivity, this, I've been judged, I've been put down, you're looking at me. So I come into being, fuck, you're putting up with this? No, with the children, it doesn't seem to be quite like that, but there is a desire to kill, and it becomes some kind of special kudos, a kind of criminal culture that's now quite pervasive, yeah. But we need the Buddha, I think. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-day, my oh my, what a wonderful day. Plenty of sunshine coming my way. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-day.
I don't have a question anymore, I just want to sing with you. Now that means that the functionality of the object and the situation arise together, like they call each other, or the situation calls the function of the object.
Yes, so in a sense it belongs inside that. But if you take a kitchen knife out of the kitchen, smuggled in your bag, and you take it to school, there's no reason to have it there. So in a sense it's going to call for a use, and then it gets enacted. So that's why when we, this term non-dual it doesn't have much ordinary meaning, but its meaning to live at the point of meeting. So in a sense, it's a bit similar to the Gestalt therapy idea of contact, that when a person is not preoccupied and is available, and they meet another person who is preoccupied, by being present with them, the quality of welcome that's offered allows the preoccupation to go down in the other person, so that they then gradually become available. And when the two availabilities meet, this is full contact. And nothing is done from one to the other, but it's truly a co-emergence. There's a kind of vitality and co-being or interbeing, as Thich Nhat Hanh would call it. But when you're doing something to the other, it's subject to object. So if we can live on the contact boundary, which in Gestalt therapy is where the therapist should try to be from the beginning of the session to the end of the session. It means open, available, ready to respond, but without a prefigured agenda. No treatment plan, nothing to formulate or to do, but with the flexibility to think, oh, maybe we could do a little experiment. I'm going to crawl on the floor, and I want you to shout at me as if I was a worm. So a therapist could do that. If Gestalt therapists are willing to be shamed and do anything, I'll do anything to get you out of your shell. Come and be a worm with me. And that can be very helpful. But because you're looking for contact, you're looking to soften the shell, the carapace, which isolates the person, which could be shame, it could be neglect, it could be holding one's beyond the end of your shift, because they're going to drift out to sea, they're going to drift on their own, and they need to get extra welcome to come back into the world of people. So our ethics is very, very simple. I won't invade and I won't abandon.